Moscow, September 22, 2025. In a strategic move to fortify its armored capabilities, the Russian Ministry of Defense has expanded orders for the BMPT-72 Terminator 2 fire support vehicle, with initial deliveries slated for early 2026. This development, confirmed by Uralvagonzavod's director Alexander Potapov in a TASS interview on September 14, underscores Moscow's push to modernize its ground forces amid the protracted conflict in Ukraine. The enhanced procurement, though not quantified publicly, prioritizes domestic needs over potential exports, reflecting lessons from urban and forested combat, where traditional tanks have proven vulnerable. The BMPT-72, an evolution of the original BMPT Terminator, unveiled in 2000, traces its roots to the brutal urban warfare of the First Chechen War in the 1990s. During the 1994-1995 Battle of Grozny, Russian T-72 and T-80 tanks suffered devastating losses. Over 100 armored vehicles destroyed in a single day, from Chechen fighters using RPGs, anti-tank missiles, and elevated positions in multi-story buildings. These ambushes exposed the limitations of main battle tanks, MBTs, in close-quarters fighting, limited elevation for main guns, typically 15 to 20 degrees, vulnerability to top-attack threats, and inadequate infantry suppression. The BMPT concept emerged as a tank bodyguard, blending MB-to-level protection with multi-role firepower to neutralize infantry, light armor, and low-flying threats without diverting the tank's primary 125mm gun. Developed by Uralvagonzavod, Russia's premier tank manufacturer, the BMPT-72 builds on the T-72 chassis, a ubiquitous platform with over 20,000 units in global service, including Russia's vast stockpiles. First publicly displayed at the 2013 Russia Arms Expo in Nizhny Tagil, the Terminator 2 refines the 2008 BMPT prototype by reducing crew from 5 to 3, commander, gunner, driver, eliminating side-mounted grenade launchers for compactness, and integrating upgraded fire control systems, FCS, akin to the T-90MS. Weighing 44 to 47 tons, it measures 6.67 m long, 3.6 m wide, and 3.33 m tall, slightly slimmer than its predecessor for better maneuverability in urban alleys. At its core, the BMPT-72's turret packs a lethal punch. Twin 30mm Tu-A42 autocannons firing up to 600 rounds per minute each, capable of penetrating 50mm of armor at 1,000 m or shredding infantry with high-explosive incendiary rounds. Complementing these are 49 M120 Atakati laser-guided anti-tank missiles, range 6 km, tandem warhead defeats 800mm reactive armor, a 7.62mm PKTM coaxial machine gun, 2,000 rounds, and provisions for 2 AGS, 30 grenade launchers in some configurations. The FCS features panoramic sights, digital ballistic computers, and weather sensors for airburst munitions, enabling 360-degree engagement at elevations up to 80 degrees, ideal for rooftops or drones. Protection mirrors the T-72's composite steel armor, up to 500mm equivalent frontal, relict explosive reactive armor, ERA, blocks on hull and turret, and slat cages on side/rear against RPGs. Powered by a 1,000 horsepower V92C2 diesel, it hits 65 km per hour on roads with a 550 km range, crossing 2.7 m trenches and 0.85 m steps. 6902V Tucha smoke grenade launchers provide rapid obscuration. Production history has been fitful. After initial tests in 2005 to 2010, the Russian army ordered just 10 original BMPTs in 2017, delivered by 2018 for evaluation. Exports fared better. Kazakhstan received 10 T-90-based units in 2011 to 2013, while Algeria inked a 300-unit deal in 2016, though deliveries stalled. The BMPT-72, marketed as a cost-effective retrofit for mothballed T-72s, estimated $2 to $3 million per unit versus $4 million new build, saw limited uptake until Ukraine shifted priorities. Since the 2022 invasion, BMPTs have trickled into service, first spotted in the 2022 Battle of Severodonetsk. Paired with T-72B3M and T-90M tanks, they've supported assaults in Donbass forests and Bakhmut ruins, suppressing Ukrainian Javelin teams and Bayraktar drones. Pro-Russian bloggers like Starsheet Eddie praised their zero confirmed losses among 300-plus fielded units, attributing survival to low profiles and rapid fire. However, critics note integration flaws. Russian tactics often isolate armor from infantry, rendering the BMPT's anti-personnel role underutilized. Videos show two A-42 cannons wobbling at high rates, and single-feed ammo limits versatility, one gun AP, the other He. Ukrainian FPV drones and artillery have claimed several, per Oryx visuals, highlighting vulnerabilities to top attack munitions. The 2026 expansion responds directly to these gaps. Potapov emphasized ramped-up output at Uralvagonzavod's Nizhny Tagil plant, where summer 2024 footage revealed assembly lines churning hulls. Amid sanctions curbing microelectronics imports, Russia prioritizes domestic FCS and optics, B07 series, aiming for 50 to 100 units annually. This could recycle 1,000 plus stored T-72s, easing production strains on T-90s. Export ambitions linger. UVZ pitches conversions to T-72 operators like India or Syria, but Ukraine's demands take precedence, potentially delaying deals. Experts diverge on impact. Western analysts, like those at the U.S. Army's Odin program, view the BMPT as a jack-of-all-trades, compromised by Russia's centralized doctrine, favoring specialized Western IFVs like the M2 Bradley. Russian sources counter that in hybrid warfare, blending drones, artillery, and ambushes, the Terminator's versatility shines, with Atticus downing Ukrainian Leopards at standoff ranges. As deliveries loom, the BMPT-72 could tip mechanized balances in Donetsk or Kharkiv, or join the scrapyards if drones evolve faster. This procurement signals a doctrinal pivot, from mass tank waves to protected, multi-threat suppression. With 2026 deliveries, Russia's Terminators may redefine urban armor, or expose persistent flaws in a drone-saturated battlefield. As Potapov noted, the Terminator evolves to survive.